Welcome everyone to our daily devotionals. I am filming from downtown LA, from Pastor Daniel's church on the roof of the church. And if you look behind me, you can see the Hollywood sign. If you look hard enough, to my right, there's Santa Monica, and there's downtown buildings in LA. Hopefully, you enjoy this video more because of all the things you can see around me. We're going to continue with Philippians chapter 1, verses 12 through 18. Let me read it for you. This is what it says. I want you to know, brothers, that what has happened to me has really served to advance the gospel, so that it has become known throughout the whole imperial guard and to all the rest that my imprisonment is for Christ. And most of the brothers, having become confident in the Lord by my imprisonment, are much more bold to speak the word without fear. Some indeed preach Christ from envy and rivalry, but others from goodwill. The latter do it out of love, knowing that I am put here for the defense of the gospel. The former proclaim Christ out of rivalry, not sincerely, but thinking to afflict me my imprisonment. What then? Only that in every way, whether in pretense or in truth, Christ is proclaimed, and in that I rejoice. Paul, in a section of the epistle where he's supposed to talk mostly about himself and his current situation, he mostly ends up talking about the advancement of the gospel. To Paul, his life and the advancement of the gospel was the same thing. That's how much the gospel mattered to him. The gospel is, against all odds, is spreading in ways that he could never imagine that it could spread. It's spreading to the highest places of Rome, to the emperor himself, to Caesar himself, through the guards, the Praetorian guards, the powerful politicians that were chained to Paul. One by one is being converted by Paul as they hear the gospel, and they're taking the gospel to the highest places of Rome, to Caesar himself. Many of us, it's hard for us to believe that the gospel can be this powerful, that it can actually change powerful politicians, that it can change an entire nation. But when you look at the history of Christianity, that's exactly what has happened. Wherever the gospel goes, it changes countries, it changes powerful people. So today, I wanted us to do a couple of things. First, I wanted us to pray for ourselves. Pray for yourself that God will give you this much faith in the gospel, that you can believe that the gospel is powerful enough to change anybody, any politician, any powerful people. The gospel is powerful enough to change a nation. Ask God to give you that kind of faith, and ask God to help you also for the gospel to matter this much to you like it mattered to Paul. Ask God to help the gospel be a really important part of your life. And then, let's also pray for others. Let's pray for our politicians. Let's pray for our country, that the gospel once again will bring revival and change in our country. And also pray for those in your own life that still do not believe in Jesus. Dedicate this day to pray for those that you have been praying for such a long time. Dedicate this day for them, that God would open their hearts so that they can receive the gospel as well. All right, see you tomorrow.